Hey everybody, this is part 2 of the Jeffrey Epstein video. Sorry it's so late. I'm not sure where I left off. I think I was trying to figure out if Epstein was going to do some time, and I think I just had hypotheticals, because I think for some reason it's not clear. It all depends on, there's a lot of very powerful people who can make this, go away, I guess, or make things easier for him. So if he gets that bail, I do feel like he will push town, he will leave town. And and uh and then I think that if he leaves town or leaves the country eventually, I don't know how long it will take, he'll be brought back by force and serve his time. Either way, if he's leaves the country or if he's does time, he does it for life, right? I forgot to ask you guys to please subscribe or hit the like button or both. Share my videos with your friends. You can become a Patreon subscriber and support the channel, or you can donate on my homepage. And thank you so much to everyone who has supported the channel. Just have to remember to say that, sorry. So, just trying to get my bearings where I left off exactly, so that this kind of... Okay, I remember. The weird part about this reading was I sectioned it off with questions, and that's why it's not really like a flowing reading, or it doesn't have like a real layout. These cards here represent Trump's involvement, or what things might come out, or what's involved here, how Trump is involved, right? I don't know if it'll all come out, but this is just like what the cards are telling me. So okay, so for Trump, I think that Trump was so-called he's got the Queen of Wands. Okay, he's got the Queen of Wands. This is the Queen of Wands in the Decameron Tarot, and this is the Queen of Wands in the Deviant Moon, and it's reversed. It's the same card, and each card just gives me a different flavor of the same energy. And I always see this card as like a warrior spirit, like a woman's spirit. And since it's reversed, I feel like the spirit is broken. And this is like Trump's attitude, or what Trump has done, or whatever. I think that Trump was so-called serviced by some of Epstein's girls. Maybe there was an idea that he was being serviced by prostitutes on Trump's part, regardless of their age. Maybe he felt they were working girls, because the Queen of Wands reverse would be a working girl, a working prostitute. So I feel like with this anger card here as a clarifier for the Queen of Wands, he got both the anger and the lawyer, the man of the law, as clarifiers. They fell out, right? And so for Trump, I feel like he acts extremely indignant and superior and not guilty of any wrongdoing. Also, he has some sort of judgment on the situation, or he may have a judge in a pocket here, judge in his pocket, or he has some sort of judgment on a situation. But anger is saying that he acts like it doesn't bother him. Allegations, he's not, he's acting like whatever's going on with Epstein is not his problem. And what I do feel did happen was he was entertained or serviced, I guess, by what he considered to be Epstein's girls, okay? And I feel like he's acting like this doesn't bother him. Like this is someone who's got a, you know, an attitude of like, but see, inside they're seething with anger. That's why they call it the anger card. And this actually has him, this whole situation with Epstein has him very upset. And maybe more than just one person, you know, maybe this represents other people who feel this way too. But right now, this is Trump's energy that I'm reading. I feel he will mock the situation with indifference. We already know, as you know, I'm a little late getting my cards up, but and that's kind of good because, like I said, I'm learning these cards, still in the process of learning, and so doing these political readings has been quite helpful because things are happening in real time, and then I'm getting understanding. The cards don't make sense at first, but then if I see or something triggers in the news, then it makes sense to me. And like before, I was like trying to figure out these cards here. Now this is that sweetheart deal. Now I get it. This is called the sweet card, right? And this is a deal. This is that sweetheart deal that Acosta gave to Epstein, and I feel like Trump is, since it's in Trump's cards, it was arranged by Trump, that sweetheart deal. So that's just confirming that, okay? But back to this Queen of Wands. On a sexual level, this Queen of Wands is telling me that just, you know, from Trump's perspective, that the when I read the sexual tarot, I get the kinks, I guess, or the sexual needs of the person, and I feel like there was a turn on for Trump, a turn on for with the idea of being with a virgin, and also perhaps a level of worship, or even penis worship, or I don't know. But I feel like he's turned on by the appeal of the innocent, or not, you know, the freshness, the newness. I feel like there was a party, there was a tussle, and there was, you know, forced oral, for sure. But he remains above it all, and feels that he was cleared or never charged of any of that. And that might even be another person's thoughts as well as Trump, but right now that's the energy that I'm getting from Trump. This Ace of Wands reverse, like I said, is a very sexual card. It's a very phallic card. It can represent, you know, sex, the act of intercourse. Usually when it's reversed, it's more sex-based only. There's no real relationship behind it, and or it could be rough. It could be, you know, in some way dysfunctional, you know. But I'm reading this now, since it did come out reversed, that I feel like it's just talking about the sex was insensitive, the sex was an infidelity, the sex was that Trump had with these girls, or girl, was some weird fetish thing, worship thing. And then we have this sweet deal Acosta gave Epstein that was arranged by Trump. I also see this as a woman who's watching it all go down, like this whole thing unfold, and hoping for good news soon, that he will get his what's coming to him. I don't know if he's talking about Epstein or talking about Trump or anyone else. Perhaps this is a woman who's writing a book about her experience with Trump or with any of these people that I mentioned in this reading. But again, there's some sort of deal being brokered. Perhaps this is the deal, the sweetheart deal that Acosta gave to Epstein. Again, it's weird. This reading was shuffled for, you know, what's going to happen. But I feel like a lot of this stuff has already happened. So it's kind of like, Am I in the past or I am the present and the future? I don't know. I don't care. I'm just going to tell you what I get in the cards, and, you know, we'll see what happens. So there could be some sort of deal that this woman perhaps is brokering, right? It could even be, you know, this. I do feel like there is going to be a female lawyer soon coming on the scene, if she's not on the scene already. Lawyer, judge, whatever, involved. But perhaps this woman who's watching is trying to get a deal, a book deal. I don't know, or a movie deal or something. I feel she gets some news that does go in the favor of the accused. So there's some news that goes in favor of Epstein. And I also feel like Trump could exchange a message to Epstein very soon in some sort of way. It's slightly supportive. This could be his slight support of Acosta, since this is kind of late going up. So this could represent his slight support of Acosta. But again, Trump won't show any support to the victims. He won't discuss that at all, you know. He's just indignant about all that. It's just too close to home for him to even try and feign, you know, he can lie like a rug. But I guess that's just a little bit too much lying for Trump, you know. This Knight of Swords over here. I'll just move my camera a little bit. This Knight of Swords here is reversed. So in Decameron, it looks like a young girl, about, you know, 12 to 14 or so, and she's exposing herself and to this air sign, and I guess reckless actions take place, right? The Knight of Swords reverse is very reckless. It's telling me that Trump is a very, you know, this is telling me, I think, like I said, past and present stuff. You know, it's kind of like all mixed in. It's swirly. It's telling me that Trump is a very rash, impulsive man who pays too much for sex. Pays too much for sex. Maybe these are Trump's cards, so I'm gonna just go with that. But I do feel it may be someone else's energy too, who pays too much for sex that he could easily get by other means. But then he wouldn't have. Then he wouldn't have that dominion, that power fetish that this person needs to have to get off. And I do feel, and I've said this before, that Trump has a master-slave fetish, a literal, like, master-slave fetish. And maybe even some type of worship fetish. But that's probably getting a lot worse now with his whole rallies and everything. I mean, that's probably off the chain, you know. Clinically untreatable. I think there may be some sort of agreement with someone that he paid off. Maybe Trump paid off. And she's looking for justice. This could also be Epstein, someone that Epstein paid off. Like I said, someone is writing a book either about their experience with one of these men or powerful man involved in this. But I feel like this man, and I'm saying it's Trump here, will buy his way out of this as well. The Some Money card here. Where is my Some Money card? The Some Money card here clarifies some people don't even let you see the card, so I'm not going to worry that it's kind of messy today. I'm really not worried about that, you know. The Sun Money card here tells me that with the Knight of Swords reversed, I think that this woman or this girl at the time, you know, the girl at the time who's a woman now, girl at the time who's a woman now, may have felt attacked. But there was a payoff. This could be the rape, the Jane Doe rape. It could be someone else. May have felt attacked, but there was a payoff, and there were restraints put on her. And those restraints could have been legal. Those restraints could have been threats. Those restraints could have been, you know, some type of agreement, you know, but they put restraints on it. It restrained her. I feel like Trump is saying this, all of this is just more lies. All of this is just more rumors. To ruin my race, to ruin my run, to ruin, you know, 2020 for me. Any accusations that come out towards Trump, because I think there's going to be some accusation coming out towards Trump, right, in relation to this Epstein stuff. So Trump will go on the attack instead, right? Trump will go on the attack and be very aggressive. Or you can hear, you might be able to hear Rachel Maddow talking about it right now on the news. So I just decided to finish this up, and that's really it. It was just this much, but I had to fix dinner. So I had to run yesterday. So I promised you I would get it done. I didn't get it done when I said I would, but I got it done. So I'm going to post this. I will post it, and I don't think I really want to hear your comments on this one, because I know it's, you know, it's probably not up to par. But I just wanted to share with you the little bit left that I had in the reading. Okay, so thank you for tuning in, and have a good evening, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.